Hi Leo, welcome to my channel, The Fool's Journey Tarot. This is a general love reading for the sign of Leo for this upcoming week. Today is March 22nd, 2020. So this is a general love reading, so it can pertain to just about anything. Relationships, situations within families, work situations, you name it, it might apply. Be flexible with the energy, don't be concerned about the gender of the cards. If you are resonating with the reading, you may be represented by any of the characters that shows up in the cards. You might feel like I'm reading for you, but you could also feel like you are cross-watching for somebody that you're dealing with. If you are curious about the decks that I use or anything else regarding my readings and my videos, please check out the description box below for more information. Okay, Leo, so we're going to get started. Also, if you're unfamiliar with my channel, this is Carmilla, the bird, and she's joining us today. All right, Leo, so we're going to get started. I want to give this deck one more shuffle and we'll see what's going on with you guys today. Here we go. Okay, we're going to start off with the Hierophant in reverse, paired with the King of Swords. The Ten of Wands in reverse, the Five of Wands, the Knight of Cups in reverse, the World in reverse, the Three of Swords in reverse, and Death in reverse. Okay, so right now what I'm seeing on the table is there may be some kind of disruption or disharmony within a relationship, or someone that you're not getting along with, or someone that you've had a dispute with. I feel like you're still struggling with the aftermath of whatever occurred within this relationship. There's a King of Swords on the table. This may represent you or the person you're dealing with. It could also represent somebody external to the situation. The King of Swords is all about law and order, right versus wrong. This is somebody who's highly intelligent, very clear thinker, does not mince his words, makes head over heart decisions. This can be somebody, a figure of authority. This can represent your higher self. He's paired with the Hierophant in reverse. So to me, this can indicate somebody who is working through some things that went awry, some problems that occurred. Some spiritually difficult times. Maybe trying to figure out how to make some things right after making some poor decisions, or not behaving very well toward one another. I feel like there may have been some arguing or fighting. It feels like whatever dispute, relationship issues that you're dealing with are still going on. And you're still in the process of healing, trying to work through some heartache and some grief. Still trying to come to terms with things. Let's get some more cards on the table for you, Leo. We have Temperance and the Sun. Please stop. Stop. And don't you start getting nasty with me. Try and move my hair out of the way. The Lovers. There's the King of Swords again in reverse this time. Five of Swords. Four of Swords. The Four of Cups in reverse. And there's the Knight of Cups again in reverse. Okay, someone's hanging on or harboring some resentment, hanging on to something in the past, something from the past. I do feel like it's some kind of dispute or disruption. The King of Swords came up again, this time in reverse. I feel like there's been some harsh words passed back and forth. Harsh communication. If there has been communication at all, I do believe there's been a dispute, a fight, or some kind of disagreement with somebody significant. The Lovers does not have to indicate a romantic partner. But for the time being, I feel like there could be some separation. At this point in time, it feels like there might be distance between you and another person, because I feel like there's still some hard feelings. There's still people coming to terms with what occurred in the past, and there's some definite love lost right now because of this conflict, because of whatever fighting or conflict occurred in the past between you and another person or you and other people. I do feel, Leo, that you could be represented by this King of Swords. And to me, this King of Swords in the upright, especially up here in your underlying energy, feels like you might be coming to terms with some things. Or kind of revisiting the past events and maybe rethinking your part in whatever went wrong. And it feels like you're in the process of gaining some clarity, healing, working through maybe your part that you played in the situation and coming to terms with it. It's possible you're seeing where you went wrong or where things didn't play out in a positive manner, and you may be coming to terms with your responsibility or accepting some responsibility for where things went wrong, which is very good. I mean, the energy in this top set of cards is very positive. It to me, it indicates soul searching, clear thinking, acceptance of, the fact that you were human and maybe you made some mistakes. But there is some difficult energy in this whole set of cards here, indicating that there isn't much resolution or much movement in the direction of reconciling or a conclusion to these difficult times. So let's get some more cards out here, Leo. With the Four of Wands in reverse, Five of Pentacles in reverse, There's the King of Swords again, clarifying the Ten of Wands. Knight of Cups for the third time in reverse. The Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Five of Cups. The Hermit. And the Ace of Cups. Okay, so this Queen of Pentacles, I think, is the person that you're dealing with. And again, it could be you. You can interchange these roles. But the King of Swords energy is significantly stronger on this table. So I'm reading for the King of Swords. I feel like the King of Swords, I feel like, Leo, you may have relieved yourself of this relationship or let it go, at least for the time being, walked away from this. Even though it's a significant relationship, this could be a spouse, coworker, friend, family member, it could be anything. It doesn't necessarily feel romantic, but it could be. This Queen of Pentacles, I feel, at least at this point in time, again, I feel like a lot of separation. I feel like there might be distance between you two. I feel like she's lost a certain amount of respect or love or confidence in this relationship because of the conflict that's occurred in the past and is lingering in the present. There may or may not be fighting still going on or conflict still occurring between the two. And by that I mean actual contact, communication, that kind of thing. It feels more like something in the past occurred and that there is still, both parties feel like they're still dealing with the aftermath. There's a lot of grief and heartache coming from this Queen of Pentacles. I think she's looking for answers. I think that she is trying to come to terms with what occurred. I do feel, again, that you each might be kind of in your own corner right now, staying away from one another to deal with this, to deal with the heartbreak, deal with the pain and the grief surrounding this, whatever occurred between the two of you. You know, due to the fact that I'm doing this reading and these cards are coming out the way they are, indicates to me that there's still potential to repair this, to come to terms with what happened and come back together. But there's a lot of grief and there's a lot of pain to work through right now. And now is definitely not the time that this is going to happen. In other words, I don't think this is just going to blow over and things are going to go back to normal today or tomorrow. That's not what this is looking like. Things feel very unstable to me between these two energies. But I do feel, Leo, the King of Swords, has this, I do get the sense that you're coming out of the woods right now. You're starting to see the light. You're starting to see the light at the end of the tunnel. Regain some confidence in yourself, in being able to accept responsibility and understand where things went wrong and heal. It's very possible that you're doing a lot of soul searching, maybe seeking counseling, or maybe reaching out to friends or family members or people you know can help you work through this. Because I do feel like there's a lot of work being done, especially on this King's part. I can't tell with this Queen. I can tell that she's dealing with some pain and sorrow and some grief. And I do think that she is kind of backed away in a state of rest, maybe trying to come to terms. But I don't necessarily feel like there's been a lot of progress on her end yet. It's possible, Leo, that you walked away from this relationship altogether, or at the end of this conflict, you kind of said, you know what, I'm done, and let this go. Maybe even consider this to be a done deal, but it doesn't feel done to me. It doesn't feel like it's over. You may have relieved yourself of this by saying, I'm not going to participate in this relationship anymore. There will be no resolving these issues, this conflict. It's over. And you may have even spoken those words, but it doesn't feel done to me, Leo. Let's get some more cards out here. So there's the Six of Cups in reverse. So I could, I was wondering when this was going to show up, because I can tell this is a significant relationship, but it's in turmoil right now. So the Six of Cups is soulmate material. This is somebody you have a soul contract. This is somebody you're meant to spend a period of time in your life with, experiencing life lessons. If it's in reverse, this means that, potentially means that people are the two parties are hanging on to negative memories, or there's, again, disruption within the relationship, separation, some upheaval in some way, shape, or form. This is clarifying Temperance. So I do feel that you're in the process of healing that, working through it, trying to repair what's been broken. And then we have the Eight of Cups. I think at least at this point in time, separation was a good idea. Walking away from the negativity, the conflict was a good idea, at least for the time being. Page of Pentacles. Eight of Wands. Three of Cups in reverse. Four of Cups again, this time in the upright position. Four of Wands again in reverse. And the Two of Pentacles in reverse. So this Queen of Pentacles, again, it feels like she may have removed herself from a situation. With the Three of Cups in reverse showing up, I feel like there could be other people that are affected by the demise of this relationship, by the conflict within this relationship. Could mean that there's children involved, especially with the Page coming out here. It feels like communication, at least on your end, has been harsh, or the King of Swords in reverse can indicate maybe there's been a lack of communication. But I feel like if there has been any coming together, any communication, there's been a lot of fighting and disruption, and probably not a lot of progress moving forward in the way of meaning, there's no progress in fixing things. I feel like right now this Queen of Pentacles could potentially have separated herself from the situation, and I don't know that she is seeing that there is any potential to work things out right now. She's not seeing this. She's dealing with significant grief. This is what she's got on her mind right now. She's not thinking about what to do in order to work through things or make amends. So my point, I guess, is that, Leo, it feels like you're working through things and you're coming to terms with things, but this Queen is not yet. She's still feeling very unstable, very heartbroken. Her focus is self-care right now, recovering from maybe what she feels has been damaging to not just the relationship, but to her. I don't know if she's ready to come back together and try to work things out. So if that is on your mind, she probably needs some more time. Keeping your distance at this point in time is probably your best bet. And I'm not necessarily implying that that's your motive to come back together, but there is still potential with this relationship. So you may have left this behind with the intention of it being a permanent ending. But what I'm trying to say is, based on what I'm seeing in the cards, there's still potential here to come back together. And that could mean in the distant future. It could mean in the near future. It's certainly not right now. So let's get this last run of cards out, Leo, and we'll try to wrap this up here in a little bit. So we've got the Ten of Wands again in reverse. The World again in reverse. Ace of Pentacles in reverse. The Tower. Temperance again. Ace of Cups again. There's the King of Swords again for the fourth time in the upright. And then the Two of Swords. So I feel like, honestly, I think Spirit's on your side. Spirit wants this relationship to be mended and to be repaired. At the very least, I think that the two people involved, you and this Queen of Pentacles, will eventually come to terms with this and make peace. I'm not saying that you're going to come back together and make everything good again. I feel like something was lost. An opportunity. It's not just the relationship, the connection itself, but there was something else lost with the demise of this relationship. And I think you realize that. Right now, if there's been any communication, it's been poor communication or not productive communication. And I do believe that's probably been on your part, Leo. That could mean there's been no effort at all to reconnect. It could mean that if there was an effort, it was unproductive because of the manner that, or the way in which you two communicated or reconnected. Because it does feel like there is a lot to recover from with regard to this relationship. And at this point in time, honestly, the only way to move forward is to stay in your separate corners for now. That's what the cards are indicating, that this is not the right time to make amends or try to move forward with this. And that may not be your intention at all, Leon, and I'm not implying that it is, but there is significant message. There's a significant message in the cards indicating that this relationship is significant and may be worth saving in the future. I'm taking this card. Queen of Earth. So there she is. There's the person you're dealing with, Leo. She's in the upright. And this is just going to give you some clarity on this individual and who she is to you. Again, this could be a romantic partner, a sister, a friend, a co-worker, a business partner. But it's somebody significant to you. So I'm going to read this out of the book for you, Leo, and then we're going to wrap this up. The Court cards, well, the kings and queens in this Dreams of Gaia tarot deck are typically pretty similar to your traditional meanings in the traditional Rider-Waite tarot deck. But I will read this because they are detailed, and it's about three-quarters of a page. Okay, Leo, so here we go. The Queen of Earth symbolizes a real, authentic Earth Mother personality. She is larger than life and possesses an abundant, generous, and grounded nature. She is realistic, but also sees magic everywhere. She is an Earth Mother who spends a great deal of time covered in soil, and it is not unknown for her to walk around oblivious to the leaves and twigs in her hair. She adores creating a warm and inviting home where all are welcome. Cooking, cleaning, gardening, these are the things she loves, and she enjoys them all the more because of her tactile and sensual nature. She is a woman who loves nothing more than using her hands to touch, connect, and create. The Queen of Earth is the epitome of kindness, and she will offer support and nurture your every endeavor, while also offering wise and honest counsel. She comes to ask if this is how you see yourself, or have you been so focused on business undertakings and career that you have created an imbalance in your life and disconnected from your true nature? Is it time for you to enjoy the benefits of being a homebody for a while? Maybe a home-cooked meal or weekend out in the garden is on the agenda instead of meetings and reports. Well, in this day and age, we're all doing that, right? Everybody's homebound and figuring out what it means to enjoy your family again and enjoy your home again. The Queen of Earth may also appear in your reading at times when you find yourself in need of a gentle reminder to be both nurturing and supportive of those around you. While you encourage and support others in their desire to better themselves, remember to do so without trying to change them. In her role as wise woman, she may be asking that you seek out those who embody her energy. Perhaps there is a need for you to connect with a motherly role model at this time. Maybe all you need is a hug, but you may also be facing issues that her fertile mind and natural wisdom can help you with. Her fertile mind and natural wisdom can help you with. A little motherly advice may unlock an answer and provide a solution. So again, this could represent the person that you're dealing with, and that's what I got from these cards. And if you are this Queen of Pentacles, I think it's definitely time to nurture yourself and heal yourself and get back to who you know you are and feel good about yourself again. So I'm going to leave that here, Leo. I hope that this reading gave you some clarity, helped you in some way, shape, or form. If it did resonate, please like, share, and subscribe. Leave a comment if you want. Those are always great. I do try to respond to most, if not all, of those. So thank you again for watching, and I hope I see you again soon. Bye, Leo.